Oh, I think she's talking to somebody.
Oh.
She may be on the other line. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Sunshine. We're just about set to go live on the radio, growing around the world. And we should be there about right now. We just made our link up to Manchester, England. And so it's good to have you. Good
morning from Ireland, PJ.
From Ireland?
Ireland.
All right.
Happy to have you with us.
Yeah, good morning, Tricia. Good to have you this morning. We're going to play some music and
Karen
we're going to have
Powers.
some fun. We're going to do a little of this, a little bit of that. But we're glad to have you. Good morning from Ireland. PJ McMahon. Well, we're right now we are being heard and seen around the world. Our radio signal or our radio output, we have people listening in Morocco and in Latvia and in Russia and in Pakistan and Afghanistan. We have people listening in Taiwan, the Philippines. We have people in the mainland of China. We have people listening in South America, all over South America and Latin America, particularly Guatemala and Colombia always show up. We have Panama. We have all over the world we're carrying out. And
maybe you can send your feed over to Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, I could. Big howdy, Nick. There's Nick in Florida.
Nicholas Bird.
There's Tony Brown coming in from out in Texas. Hope you're feeling better, Tony. Heard you a little bit under the weather. And we're glad to have you. I don't see Matt Dooley on here yet. But as you're looking at your Facebook page there, just remember that we're going across about 40 different Facebook pages. So when you see that feed, that's just only one page that you're seeing the Facebook feed on. But we do ask you to invite your friends, and
you can't even talk this morning.
I can't. We ask you to invite your friends and to get our program up and running. And let's do this. Let's get going. Let's start with Jeremy Calloway. We just heard Jeremy on one, but I want to play another song by Jeremy. I want to get it up. It's called "Shower the People."
You can play the game. You can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. But tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. Doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. What you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone? Won't you tell somebody the way that you feel? You can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel always get in the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just
So how you doing, Cindy? I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Uh-uh.
All right.
Now I can.
Oh, you can
I
now.
can. Yeah,
Now
I had you
now
turn.
you-
I had you turned down. Sorry.
She was in the
Okay.
other room.
Okay. Well, I got to be part of something Saturday morning that was so much. You can't hear me?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I got to turn the. I got a little bit of a issue going here, but I got it. I found out where my feedback's coming from. It's coming from my big screen TV where I'm watching you or watching us. Okay, now I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now you can hear me?
Yeah.
Test 1, 2, 3. No, just kidding. Saturday morning, I got to provide the music for something really neat in the small town that I'm a worship leader at the Methodist Church. But they have a ministry there called Mustard Seed Ministries, and their desire is just to help the people of the community of that town. And so there were over 100 kids. I would say there was at least 100 or more kids that got to gather with their parents. And we have just a little small program. But they gave the school supplies to all these kids. And I'm not talking about just a few pencils and spirals or whatever. They gave them the full school supplies for their grade for all these kids.
Isn't that cool?
And, it was the neatest thing. And the smiles on those kids' faces. So I also got to do some fun songs with the kids. I had a great time Saturday morning.
That's cool.
That's really good. That's good.
Yeah, I was and got to talk about what we do at Smallest Gifts, and it just shows you that all of us, if we all work in our corner of the world, we can all make a difference, and it just made me feel really good to be a part of that.
Well, good. I think you have another important announcement.
Hold on, I've got one.
What is it?
Where's Ricky?
I don't know.
Cindy?
He's off today.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be in
Yeah.
time. I'm suspending him for a day or two.
Okay, you can put me in timeout.
No, Ricky.
No,
He's gonna
Ricky.
put Ricky. What did he do
Ricky
this
didn't-
time?
Oh, look at the
he
floor.
didn't time out.
Look at the
No,
floor.
Ricky didn't do anything. I saw a picture of
Now,
him
I just
yesterday
got
getting
over-
ready to-
Hold on.
I just got over this foot infection, and he got infection all over this floor in these Kleenexes.
I know. Yeah.
So he can stay home for a couple
He
days.
uses his Kleenex and just throws
Just
them
throw
in the floor,
floor.
and don't pick them up.
Oh, no.
Just call him right out, right here on the radio.
Yeah, I should call him on the phone.
Yeah, call him, ask him to come down here and get that.
Hey, Kim Walker.
Good morning,
Jean Ann.
Kim. Everybody's coming in this morning, and we're going to get moving along here. I got a particular song I want to play this morning by Cindy, if I can find it.
Yeah. In case y'all didn't hear, I guess Virginia was turned upside down this weekend for a little while.
Yeah, boy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
You don't want to ask me.
No,
That'd
I
be on
don't.
the other show.
No, I think that sometimes you can talk about that kind of stuff because we're not talking about politics here. We're talking about hate and
No.
we're talking about
Yeah,
racism
yeah.
and hate and things that have no
It's
have no
interesting.
place in our world.
All the video and the pictures that I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
and the video on different news channels, one side is there all in combat gear and helmets.
Mm-hmm.
The other side don't have all that.
Yeah.
So that tells me right off the bat, somebody showed up for war.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see it. I've been intentionally not watching it. Which side showed up with the helmets? Was it
The white supremacists.
That's what I figured.
They had helmets, vests, all kinds of sticks,
Yeah.
stones.
Well, it's a crazy world we live in, and
Especially in Charlottesville, Virginia.
I know
We've been through there hundreds of times.
Well, yeah.
I couldn't tell you how many times I've stayed there
Oh yeah.
when I went up for a sergeant's funeral.
And for
and
those of you that don't know Charlottesville, it's just a sleepy little town in the.
right at the base of the Blue Ridge Mountains,
Yeah,
right
right
when
at
you
the
start
base
to
of
go in them.
Yeah, it is. It's
Beautiful town.
Yeah. It's a. No, it's a shocking thing to watch.
It
in
is.
Charlottesville, Virginia, and then how
And
it
then
spreads over into.
Then the two Virginia State troopers that we lost also in the helicopter crash. That's a shame. Our hearts go out to them and their families.
Well, yeah, and all of them, but
So
We just need. I don't know. I think it's a good time to play Kenzie's song right now.
What the world needs now.
Yeah.
I look around at all the faces and I see all the lonely people looking back at me. Rich or poor, don't matter, we're all the same. Everybody's hungry in a different way. We're crawling and climbing and kicking and screaming and fighting, but really what the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. La 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 la. Sometimes all it takes is just a smile to change somebody's weather, chase the clouds out of the sky. Sometimes you gotta give and not receive. Sometimes you gotta live what you believe. Open your eyes, 'cause that's where it starts, right here with you. But really what the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. Nobody likes the cold. We all need someone to hold. No one wants to be alone. What the world needs now is love. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs now. Love and only love. A little gift from up above, sent to make a better day. Let's come together, let our difference down. Spread it all around. That's what the world needs now.
Kenzarella.
And it's 37 minutes after the hour, and it's 8:37 here on the East Coast of the United States. Wherever you are, it should be about 37 minutes after the hour, unless you got a different clock.
Right.
You know? Cindy, what do you think?
I think so. I think it's about 7:38 here.
Yeah?
So I'm going to agree with that.
Well, good deal. I'm happy that you are. You're listening to the Smallest Gifts Broadcasting Network. The program is called Morning Sunshine, and we get up here in the morning to just try to play you some good music and to try to lift your spirits up and give you a good start to your day. We have listeners from all over the world, and what we're here to do is to just kind of, like I said, brighten your day. And sometimes it's a little brighter than others.
Yeah, wait till Friday.
Oh, my goodness. Friday's nuts. Well, I think it's about time for us to talk a little bit about Smallest Gifts and what we do.
Already?
I want to talk about it.
Okay.
You don't even have a watch on. You're looking at your wrist. We got freckles on there that tell you what time it is.
Yeah.
Smallest Gifts is an organization that we put together a few years back, and we did it on our own for so long, and then we decided we would open it up for other people. But it's where we have an outreach to help children who are homeless and in need, in specifically right now in the Philippines, and we help. We provide assistance, a little nominal amount of financial aid per person, but it means so much to them. Wouldn't you agree, Cindy? At the
Absolutely,
dialysis. Why don't you talk a little bit about our dialysis centers?
Oh, yes. Well, and especially I think about starting on a Monday morning. I think how tough it is for us to get up. I mean, I don't know about you, but we're all kind of sluggish, all of us getting ready to go to work Monday morning or whatever. Imagine if you have to get up Monday morning and you've got to be there first thing in the morning at the dialysis center and be hooked up to those machines and those large needles, one going in and one going out to take your blood out, filter it, and put it back in just to live. And we're not talking about 30 minutes. We're talking about a minimum of 4 hours being there. And it leaves you weak. It leaves you, just, it's devastating to your life. So the thing that we've been able to do is come alongside them and offer just a little bit of hope, just a little ray of hope. And to think that just $30 in an envelope can offer someone that hope, just to show them that someone cares. And we're not asking anything of them. We're not asking that they go to any church. They sit through this, they sit through that. We're just showing them love. We just want to do this from the bottom of just show them love from the bottom of our hearts and change lives. And so I love that's what we're all about. That, yes, we are Christians ourselves, and we love doing this, but we don't do it and require anything from them. We just want to love on them. That's our desire.
It is indeed our desire, and we do our best to with the resources that we have, and we put our own money into it, and we have opened it up to give you an opportunity to become involved if you'd like to. And Cindy's going to continue posting our web page address in the Facebook feed, and for those of you listening on radio, it's smallestgiftsministries.org, and you can go there and learn all about us. It gives you an opportunity to participate if you want to. And I see Barbara Sanchez has signed up here, and she's signed up. She's come in this morning. Cindy Hewlett has a recording that has been nominated and is in the finals for the Global Peace Awards, and it's called Reflections, and I think we ought to play it right now.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Here's Reflections by Cindy Hewlett. We'll talk about it a little bit when you come back, Cindy.
Okay.
Autumn's in the morning breeze as it gently welcomes me. Time to reap from what's been sown. Celebrate the harvest grown. With gratefulness I must reflect and thank God for provisions met. He can take a tiny seed and provide for me all I'll ever need. I look back to yesterday, lessons learned along the way, patience, love, and honesty. These are now my legacy, and I know all good things take time. Roots will grow, 'cause the wind is gonna blow. Seasons come and seasons go, bountiful or harvest low. Even when the winter comes, love will grow from the seeds I sow.
And that was Cindy with the song called Reflections. It was penned by Cindy, and the music was composed by Cindy and by Ron Oates. And it is in the finals for the Global Peace Awards. I was looking at the panel of judges on that. Well, it's an impressive group of people. Even Dennis Kucinich, former congressman, former presidential candidate, is one of the people. They got people from all walks, that are involved in global peace and things like that, and music.
Now, I understand that part of this voting process is people going to her Facebook page and clicking like. Is that correct, Cindy? Cindy.
Can you hear him, Cindy?
I can't hear Frank very well.
All right, yeah, we're going to be on to our correct. What is it, Frank?
That part of the voting process for this award is for people going to Cindy's Facebook page and clicking
now
like.
I can hear you.
It's
yes, right, just like this link, and I shared it on Smallest Gifts. There's a jury award, and then there's where they actually judges choose, or people just liking it, and all you have to do is like it on Facebook. So
yeah, it's a pretty cool deal, I must say.
Now, do you got to go up there to Washington, the Kennedy Center, or whatever, to get the award, or what?
Oh no, we have to be awarded it first, but
And
I don't know.
Mandela's grave, or
and I see that the Philippines checking in again. Magandang umaga, Rosalia, and magandang umaga, Maria.
Kelly Lewis that checked in.
I see Kelly.
California.
Kelly's up feeding the
Yes,
chickens
she
this
and her-
morning.
Well, she and her sister are going to be on Good Morning Sacramento. I believe that's the name of the show here in just a bit in California. So that's a big deal. They're not going to be able to do an interview or talk about their album.
Oh, that's
And they-
great.
yeah.
Yeah,
You-
so we're excited for them.
For those of you that are watching me read like this,
You ain't got your normal
I've
glasses
got on
on,
some
do you?
different glasses this
Yeah.
morning, and I'm having to read out of the bottom of them because they got the trifocals. And if I'm sitting here looking like I got a question, it's because I can't have.
Let me
see
tell
the
you. Let me tell you a
screen.
quick story now. Cindy, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, so Friday night. Well, actually, it was Saturday morning, about 3:15, 3:30. I get, I'm up usually at 3:00. I go and sign online on my Facebook page, and on the right side of it, it lists all your friends. And if they're online, it highlights that little green button beside their name.
Uh-huh.
So I see Ricky the Rocket.
All right. So you
So-
see Ricky.
I type him a message.
Okay.
He's not coming to get you this early. Go to bed, boy.
And what'd he say?
How do you know I'm online? I said, because I got my security on you. What security?
So you.
Like he's sitting on the side of that bed just waiting for you to show up, pick him up.
That's funny. Yeah, Ricky's a peach, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Well, I'm going to do a little station break. Going to come back with a song. We'll be right back.
And
after
Kelly
this.
said, "Good day,
Oh.
Sacramento." Is what
Okay,
she's
Good
gonna
Day
be on. Good
Sacramento.
Day
So those of
Sacramento.
you in the area that can get Good Day Sacramento, you need to watch for Kelly, and she'll be,
8 o'clock and 9
premiering
o'clock.
her record out
Both
there.
hours.
So let's do a station break. We'll be right back.
Hi, folks. I'm Marty Raven of the country music group Shenandoah, and you're listening to the Smallest Gifts Radio Network on SGBN.
Here's a song we had a request for. And it's a record I'm real proud of.
And you should be.
Here's a song called Somebody Who Would Die For You.
He was begging at the mini mart. Who'd have thought he had a purple heart? Scars underneath his bearded chin. You probably don't remember him, 'cause you were running 20 minutes late. He was only getting in your way when you brushed by that wounded soul last Thursday afternoon. You met somebody who would die for you. The phone rang late last night. Why, who would call it such a crazy time? Getting kids into bath and bed. Ain't talks about all you said. All he wanted was a Saturday, a little conversation down at Baker's Cafe. You weren't thinking when you told your dad, call back in a week or two. But you hurt somebody who would die for you. Somebody who cared so much, he'd gladly give it all up, if that's what he had to do. It runs deeper than flesh and blood. Heaven knows no greater love than the sacrifice he'd make to see you through. Somebody who would die for you. Just another Colorado day. Morning practice for the high school play. When out of nowhere the bullets came fast, shattered more than the library glass. He asked, did she believe in your name? She didn't even hesitate. God, I can't help wondering what I would do if I'd been in her shoes. Would I be somebody who would die for you? Somebody who cared so much, they'd gladly give it all up, if it's what they had to do. It runs deeper than flesh and blood. Heaven knows no greater love than the sacrifice you made to see us through. You died for me. Now would I be somebody who would die for you?
And that was yours truly with Somebody Who Would Die For You.
That's a great song.
Thank you very much.
I love that song.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for requesting it. I try not to overdo myself on here, but thank you for requesting it. So.
Somebody who would die for you.
I love
I'm
it.
hearing
That's a great
I'm hearing myself in the background again.
Yeah, no delay.
Yeah. Well, we'll have it straightened out in a little while because we'll be on the right apparatus to listen to Cindy instead of listening to her through my iPhone. Hey, we're glad to have you with us. We see that Ireland has checked in this morning. We have people from Ireland. We have people from the Philippines. We have people from Taiwan. We have listeners in England. We have listeners now in Germany, regular listeners in Russia and in Latvia, Morocco, all over the country. And I wish I could figure out where that loop is coming from. I thought I had it killed a while ago.
We have listeners in
Let me see if I can stop it here.
in Germany.
So I'll try and, yeah, I got it stopped now. I can't listen to it on my phone while I'm talking to her without getting that loop. So I apologize for the technical difficulties.
Oh, your other one should be charged soon, right?
Yeah, I got it. I got it hooked. Well, the one we normally talk to Cindy on, I've got it hooked up. And
Cindy needs to get her a camera.
well, she don't want to get up that early.
Oh, she don't mind getting up.
How about that, Cindy? Am I right?
Well, I'm up, but I'm working. I'm working, but
you don't want to get up. You seem like you're a little bit in a grumpy mood this morning. Anyway, you okay?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not the one in the grumpy mood. No, I'm great.
Am I grumpy
I'm
this
great.
morning?
I'm tired. You look tired, but you don't have your glasses on. That's what's wrong.
I've got glasses on, but I just got the wrong ones.
No, you're
on.
normal. You don't have your normal glasses.
Oh, it's
on.
Monday morning.
Yeah, I got the wrong
I
ones
know.
on. I got an old pair.
Oh no! No, I'm
gonna
in a
get
great mood this
I'll get the
morning.
good ones on in a minute. No, I just came in and I had I just had a lot to do this morning, getting things hooked up and set up and all that, and we had a good time the other night playing out in town.
You know, if you train
Ricky and
Matt
myself.
Dooley, he could probably come in and do it.
You know, Matt Dooley probably could come in and do it. He's like you; he don't ever go to bed, so
And then Friday, you disconnect everything to run for the weekends
you have to hook it back up on Saturday, Sunday,
and forget.
Monday.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, now it's all coming back to me why I quit working on the road. Well,
And
you
get
know,
ready to go again.
I know, get ready to go again. What's wrong with us?
Where are we going?
We are going to be heading out here to Fort Payne, Alabama. We're going to leave Virginia on September the 7th. We're going to Fort Payne, Alabama. We'll be there on the 9th. I'm sorry, on September the 8th. If you're in the area around Fort Payne, Alabama, you're going to get to see me and Ricky and Ron Hoban and Mark Johnson and Frank Sherman. We're going to be right there, and we're going to be doing the program. We're going to be doing Morning Sunshine from right there at the Strand in Fort Payne, Alabama.
That's going to be cool.
That's going to be fun sitting around the table there. We're going to just take exactly what you see here, and we're going to go down and do it from the Strand in Fort Payne, Alabama. And then we're going to head from there across the country.
And that'll be live
That'll be live from
with Heath Lockley.
with Lockley. That's right, live with Heath. And we're going to be moving from there, going straight across to Nocona, Texas, where I make my annual pilgrimage every year to go and see all my friends and loved ones in Nocona, Texas.
We love these guys, and they're so awesome in Nocona. It's fun.
It is. And we like staying at the lake house and looking out there and checking things out. It's going to be a fun time. And
Now, Cindy will be there, correct?
yeah, Cindy will be over
Yeah,
at
I get
Cindy
to
be
come
with
to
us.
that one.
Cindy will be with us at Nocona,
You
Texas.
get to come to that one.
Yeah. She won't make it to Fort Payne.
Give me a call, Kurt, see if he can get you to Fort Payne.
she'd
I
do it.
wish.
She'd fly in there, but she'd do it. But I don't think she's ready to do all that right now.
You had another request here,
I
Mark.
don't know that
from
I could
Maria.
get in. I don't think I could ride in the car with all of you guys that long.
What
That
request do
would
we
be-
have here?
Yeah, I'm asking the doctor to refill my Valium.
Did I miss a request? They're coming in slow for me. What do we have?
Can you request Pangako?
Pangako? Yeah, I'll have to key it up, and I'll get it in there for you. I don't have it today, but I can surely get it in there for you tomorrow. Yep, I can. Let's go to a little article that I want to get after. I want to talk back a little bit more about what's happening in Charlottesville. Those of you that are just joining us, and I'm sure everybody in the United States, some of you around the world know that we've had another eruption here in the United States of racial violence that has resulted in the death of some people. And I just want to say there's no room for hate. I don't know, and what would cause someone to hate because of the color of another person's skin? I just cannot get that through my head. I don't understand it. I don't know why you would hate for any reason, but particularly something as simple as skin color or as simple as one's race. It's I don't know, it just kind of sets you off to another thing. But it takes me to a place where I want to play a song by Demetrius Stallings called "I've Seen What He Can Do."
I was tugging her in bed, and it caught me by surprise when a little girl asked me, what does God look like? will take your breath away. I've also found His glory shining from within. The heart of a sinner who's just been born again. And I've been to the river, watched souls going under. Forgiveness washed them clean, the mercy made them new. Gone is the old man, and I can tell you firsthand, I've never seen the face of God, but I see what He could do. Oh, but now I don't need a picture. Somehow this world helps me see Him clearer. 'Cause I walked in the valley, cried out of sorrow, and I can tell you every fire He has brought me through. And I know Him better, and I will love Him forever. I've never seen the face of God. No, I've never seen the face of God, but I've seen what He can do.
That's Demetrius Stallings with I've Seen What He Can Do. Boy, we had a good time recording that song. When I heard the song first time, man, it knocked me out of the chair.
You know, Raybon did a good job on that song too.
Marty did a great job on it, and I fell in love with the song when we recorded it on Marty's Hand to the Plow album. But when we were recording Demetria, I was just looking for that right song for her, that soulful thing, and loved that song. And I loved her cut on it. We had a great band, and my comment about Charlottesville, the opposite is, oh yeah, that's right. The opposite of hate is Jesus, and it should convict us before to be more like Him. You're right.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to like that song. We might need to single that song. We might need to put that out. Everybody seems to really like that song. Salamat Rosalia. I want to thank everyone for the nice comments this morning. I want to ask you too, if you'll take the time to hit your like button and share button and help us get our Facebook audience built. Our worldwide audience is growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and our Facebook audience is growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. We had last week we were averaging about 1,500 people viewing us on Facebook alone, just off of this page, not counting the other pages. And we're going across about, 12, 15 different pages, and then shares in groups and things like that. So we're reaching a lot of people, and particularly through our radio side. If you don't have us on radio, you can download the app. Go to your Apple Store and download
or
the
iTunes.
Your iTunes. You can listen to us on iTunes Radio. Excuse me. If you have a Samsung TV, a lot of the Samsung digital TVs carry our programming now. We have, but we're available on iTunes. You can go to the Google Play Store and download the app, SGBN Radio. You can get it off of the Apple Store for your iPhone or your iPad. You can listen to us on the radio. And you can hear us 24/7. We have programming like Kenzie's Power Hour, comes on 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So our friends in the Philippines, Kenzie has lots of friends in the Philippines. Some of them on here this morning. And we have Kenzie's Power Hour. We also have Tommy Smith, and his Country for the Good Life comes on each day. We even carry some Southern gospel music, and we carry just a wide variety of things. But we definitely would like to encourage you, if you're listening by radio, to join us on our Facebook audience. And if you're listening or watching us on Facebook, to go ahead and download our app so you can have us 24/7 and listen to some great music and some wonderful artists and get some cool things. Frank, do you have any good news this morning?
I'm here.
All right, how about, that is good news that you're here. All right, how about this? How about if we just go to what's the weather where you are? What's the weather where you are, Cindy? Are you ready?
I guess you better do your top of the hour thing.
I am.
That
Oh,
rooster
yeah.
needs to crow.
Oh, yeah, we're running a little bit late. I forgot our top of the hour, so we'll do that first. Thank you, Frank.
Get your weather stuff ready.
Yeah, everybody get your weather stuff ready. We're going to do what's the weather where you are. It's the top of the hour. It's actually 9:06 here on the East Coast of the United States. Good morning, everybody. If you're just waking up around the world, here we are coming to you across the street, across the nation, and around the world. It's Morning Sunshine. Glad to have you.
We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Well, I feel like I talked the whole night through. I was up to about 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's about what time I got up.
Yeah, well, I got up at about 5:30.
I went to bed about
Oh, my
11:30.
I think I drank a gallon of coffee. I was up pretty late. Good morning. Good morning, world. All over the world, we got people dropping in to say hello and to get a little dose of morning sunshine.
Good morning.
So far, it looks like about 600 of you have passed through just off of this feed. There's Deanna checking in. Get up out of that bed, woman. I know she's probably already at work. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And we're going to start it off right now with Jeff Seidel singing a song called Kyrie. Kyrie eleison mean Lord have mercy. Here we go.
The wind blows hard against this mountainside, across the sea into my soul. It reaches into where I cannot hide, setting my feet upon the road. My heart is old, it holds my memories. My body burns a gem like flame. Somewhere between the soul and soft machine is where I find myself again. Carrying down the road that I must travel. Carrying through the darkness of the night. Carrying where I'm going, will you follow? Carrying on a highway in the night. When I was young, I thought of growing old, of what my life would mean to me. Would I follow down my chosen road, or only wished what I could be? Carrying down the road that I must travel. Carrying through the darkness of the night. Carrying where I'm going, will you follow? Carrying
That's Jeff Seidel with Kyrie Lace and the old Mr. cut. We just did a remake on it and threw some Nashville twang on there.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is.
That's a dandy. I got to remember to take this phone off once I get it going until we get Cindy hooked up. In fact, next song I play, I'm going to go and get that other phone and get this thing straightened out where we can do it like we're supposed to. Snowbirds will be going through Dothan soon, Crystal says. All right, it's time for What's the Ricky the Rocket has shown up this morning, folks. Hold on.
He might as well sit over there.
Ricky the Rocket. Let me get Ricky turned on here. Good morning, Rocket.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ricky,
Did you bring the disinfectant and all that stuff with you?
you may notice, Ricky, that you're in timeout.
Already.
Frank put you in timeout for throwing your dirty tissues on the floor.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to put it back in the box just in case somebody stuck their hand in there. I think that would have been the best thing to do.
Well, they go in the trash, don't they?
Yeah, but there's no trash can over here. There's some over here, and that's not mine.
You always got an excuse.
Hey, I mean, I just tell it like it is, man.
You're about completely full of it. You know that?
Sometimes shut up, Rick.
Why are you late? We started like at 8, 10, 20, something like that.
Ricky's getting old now. It's hard for him to get up.
Oh.
Good morning, Gary Wilburn. Right there is the guy
There's some things going
one of the
on
guys
this morning.
responsible for teaching me how to play by the number system. Right there. I was just a youngin', and old Gary played the bass, and between him and Randy Field and Ron Vanover, they whooped me into shape.
I could say something to that.
They did, man. They one of my funny stories is when I was a young kid, I was just a teenager, and these guys were grown men, and they didn't cut me any slack, and it's a good thing. I thank them for it, but I had a tendency to kind of push and pull and drag and all that kind of stuff, and Fielder said, "Carmen, if you drag one more time, I'm going to take a mic stand and pile drive you all the way to the bus." I need to get Gary on here. We'll talk about when Gary flushed the toilet on the bus going down the highway. You only got one side, don't you?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, you only got one side. Me too, so I took your phones. That's why you only have one side right now. I snatched your headphones this morning because I only had one side. Ricky's got this look on his face. Ricky's got this look on his face like, "What's wrong with my headphones, man?"
You snooze, you lose.
Ricky, I got an ear infection. I can only hear one side. I'm glad you showed up, man. We're sitting here stumbling along this morning. It feels like a rock trying to roll uphill. You got here, got us going. Just looking at you, you're funny looking. I guess that's what makes me laugh. I see you, and it brings out the stupid in me.
Oh,
I got him Saturday
Thank
morning.
you. Oh, yeah, you really did. You got me Saturday morning. I was like, what?
Like, Ricky, why are you up at 3:30 in the
He
morning?
said, go to bed.
Go to bed. He's not coming to get you this early.
Well, we were just about to do What's the Weather Where You Are, so let's do it, shall we? Hey, I got some music I want to run for What's the Weather You Are. I pulled this up the other day, and I thought this ought to be cool. Let's see how this works, okay? And what's the weather where you are? You like it? Right now in Fort Payne, Alabama, it's 75 degrees and mostly cloudy. Today, expected high of 83, low 69. Look for kind of partly cloudy today in Fort Payne. And let's see, in Nocona, Texas, Mount Holly, North Carolina, Lubbock, Nashville. What happened? What did I miss?
Nothing.
Man, I'm on the air here trying to work.
I can't help. Okay, go ahead.
When y'all get done cutting up, I'll get back to this.
It's just Deanna's comment.
What'd she say?
Ricky, you're not late. You were just stuck outside enjoying your last few moments of not being at work.
All right, can I get back to the weather now? I got my weather music going, and y'all got me all messed up.
He went from Bigfoot to ex-girlfriends. I don't understand that.
Who cares what the weather where you are is, because these guys ain't gonna let me do it.
How about Sydney? What's the weather in Lubbock?
Who cares? As soon as somebody starts talking, as soon as either one of you start talking, I'm gonna just start being crazy. I'm gonna play rock and roll music right on top of your head.
That'd be cool.
Good morning, Cindy.
Now I'm gonna try what's the weather where you are. Cindy, are you there?
He's done cut her off.
She done headed out. She's done headed out on
Yeah,
us.
Ricky in, Cindy out.
In the Philippines right now, it's 81 degrees. You could expect a low of 77. Not much change there. It's wet. It's rainy. And you can expect more of the same. That music's about to drive me crazy. I've had enough of it now.
I'm here.
Sound
Okay,
like something
where'd you
from
go?
Shaft.
I know it.
I'm here.
Nashville, your weather is 75 degrees and cloudy. It's 82 degrees. It'd be expected high today and your low of 73. And look for a little rain today, it looks like. Cindy, you got your weather?
I do. We are currently 69 with a projected high of 90 degrees, 10% chance of rain, 82% humidity. The winds are south-southwesterly at 5 miles per hour, and a visibility of 10 miles. 10 miles now. So
All right.
we've already had some rain. We had
do
a
that
little
again
light
with a
rain
little
this morning.
oomph behind it.
Why don't you do the weather
Yeah.
in Virginia Beach?
It's daylight out.
Now, when you start planting your rows of potatoes, go ahead.
We're expecting some rain.
As soon as
this
you get started,
afternoon.
you cut the rows, you get the fertilizer, put it down.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to. He does that to me
Ati Joy.
all the time. He does that to me all the time.
Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning to you. Good
Good
evening.
morning, Ricky.
And
Are
there's
you-
JD has joined
are
us
you
this
okay?
morning.
Cindy, are you okay?
She can't hear you. Cindy,
Am I-
are you okay?
Right. Oh, yes, I'm great. I'm on the other phone, so it's hard for me to hear, so I have to really
Oh.
pay attention.
All right, well, just hold
Yeah.
on a minute and we'll get you straightened out. I'm going to play a song and we'll get back to the correct phone. You guys hang on. We'll be
Good.
all straight in just a second. We're going to play, let me see here. We're going to play.
You gonna do Chris Taylor's weather here?
No, I'm not right now. I'm going to play a song, go get Cindy's phone.
You know, I looked it up, and this is what I found out. There's truth in the love, yeah, that's right. I know he said to the blind man, open your eyes and see. And I know he said to the lame man, stand up and follow me. I know that he walked on the water. He said, look what faith will do. Turn the water into wine. And then he fed all the multitude. How do you know? I know by the way I feel. How do you know? I know cause the joy is real. How do you know? I know cause I've been set free. And there's truth in the love he gave to me. I didn't get it at the Sunday school when they tried to put the fear in me. Talking about fire and brimstone and burning in eternity. I didn't get it when they came knocking, insisting on witnessing me. And I sure didn't get it from a TV preacher trying to get all my money. How do you know? I just know by the way I feel. How do you know? I just know cause the joy is real. How do you know? I just know cause I've been set free. And there's truth in the love he gave to me. Well, I've been taking a good long look around, an honest evaluation. Yeah, he's a friend I know in any situation. Oh, I bet you can't beat that. What a real good new best friend I got. There's truth, truth in the love. You know I believe there's truth in the love. Lord have mercy. He made it easy enough, I do believe, to get it all together. Gave you the right to do wrong. He gave you sense enough to know better. Tell us, T, come on. Said he'd never ever force his will on you. He might lay down a heavy suggestion, but it's got to be your move. How do you know? I know by the way I feel. How do you know? I just know 'cause the joy is real. How do you know? I just know 'cause I've been set free. And there's truth in the love you gave to me. I found the truth in the love affair with my Jesus. How do you know? I got him on the main line, talking it over. How do you know? I said me and my Lord are taking care of business. How do you know? Well, I know that there's truth in the love you gave to me.
I wish the children can have food, and I wish someone's give them, and someone's give them a family too. Because the kids need family.
Angel sure does have a lot of fans. You
Yeah,
know?
but she just stole my heart the
never
first
seen-
time I seen her.
I've never seen somebody have a commercial and then have fans like that. She's got so many people that want to just love her and squeeze on her, and I don't know. She's a sweet girl. All right, so here we are back again, and Ricky, you've been in timeout this whole time, and you have caused more trouble in timeout than you do out of timeout.
How did I do that?
Wasn't me.
So I'm
Okay,
waiting.
Cindy, can you hear everybody now?
I just want to
Yeah.
find out, how did I cause more trouble?
They're just giving you a hard time.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
just
used to it,
teasing you.
Cindy.
But I'll tell you what, we should move that over to Mark, because at the end of Friday's program, I was saying something and Mark just cut me off.
I did.
That's
I
nothing
just hit
new.
Go back
I
and
no, I mean I
listen
just hit the button and went.
That is nothing new,
Well, I
Cindy.
get done listening before you get done talking.
So you want to put him in timeout?
Yeah.
Did you hear me? I get finished listening before you get done talking. That's a
I
problem.
know. I know.
So should he go in
That's,
time?
that's the story of your life.
He's been cutting me off for 40 years. What's
I know.
So there you go.
All right, so I'm in timeout now. I can't say anything.
All right,
I won't
good.
say a word. No matter what you do, I'm not talking. You
Yeah.
can't get me to say anything.
Yeah.
Don't ask me a thing. I'm not going to say a word. And there's not enough money in the world to get me to say something. I won't do it. You couldn't pay me to talk. It's not going to happen. I don't care what you try to do. I'm not talking.
Oh, God.
You could burn my fingernails and everything. I'm not going to talk.
Burn his fingernails.
Yeah, you're not even going to get my name, rank, and serial number because I don't want to say anything. I don't want anybody to hear anything that I got to say.
So, Cindy and Nicole, are you going to sing?
Probably. I'm sure.
No,
I
she's
will.
going to
Good.
come over there and juggle.
Good.
She's going to start learning how to juggle between now and
See?
Bacona.
See?
She's
You know,
going to come here and
you
juggle
see?
chainsaws.
You see?
God, and I'm not good at
You
that.
see?
Come in and juggle chainsaws
See?
and burning machetes.
See?
Set some machetes on fire.
That's a doggone
Jungle
shame.
polos.
He just throwing everybody under the bus.
She-Walk, shit. All right, let me fix it. Hold on a minute.
All right, here you go.
And come Friday, he'll
Yeah,
be
come
wild.
She
She
walks,
walks, she
wide
talks, she
open.
crawls on her belly like a reptile. She juggles chainsaws. Come see Cindy Hewlett.
I can't even juggle oranges. No, I'm not good at that.
I can juggle bank accounts.
I can do that too. Yeah, I can do that, I guess.
See, I haven't heard you make mention about the show that we did Friday night.
Do what?
Yeah.
I haven't heard you mention anything or tell
I
Cindy
did.
how-
I talked about it. I said we had a big time on Friday
Yeah,
night.
if
We
you went
really
an
did.
hour late, you would have heard it.
I was on. It's just I wasn't on in the car.
I thought you were already gone to your appointment, so the reason why I didn't come and get you.
Yeah, sitting outside juggling chainsaws.
Yeah, Judge.
Juggling chains, you mean?
What you talking about, Frank? You old as a cracker in a glass too.
Oh
There's
my
Heath.
goodness, hold on.
There's Heath Locklear.
Let's get him together. How you doing, Heath?
Hey, I knew a guy that juggled chainsaws one time out here on the mountain.
Hold on just a second.
They
I'm-
call
Huh? Let me merge you up with Cindy. Hold on.
merge.
You're the first caller.
Hey, I knew somebody out here on the mountain one time that juggled chainsaws. They called him Lefty.
Heath, I have got to. When
His,
I
his
see
brother taught him how to do it. His brother was named Nubbin, but
Nubbin. I thought you were fingers. Fingers. I had a dog with no arms and legs and named him Matt.
Heath, I have got a picture that I want to show you that is going to flip you over in your seat.
It's a white
I'm glad
guy.
you said that.
It's a white guy.
No,
It's a
don't
white
tell him,
guy.
don't
No, I'm
tell
gonna
him, I
tell
want
him.
him
I'm
to
gonna
see.
no, I'm gonna tell him. Y'all walked all over me, so I'm paying you back. He's got a picture of a white guy with one of those
With the things that we can't say.
parts of women's garments upon his head.
yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And he's a
I'm
guitar
gonna-
player in a band that I sat in with that night. It was his birthday. He got it as a birthday present. Wow.
Oh, Cindy's gonna put you in timeout.
And
Yeah, I'm in
I did
timeout
say
right
that.
now. If
just-
you
I
notice,
saw
I
that.
seen that. What
but I
did you
took
do?
I don't know. I took myself out of timeout though because I refused to be in timeout. So.
Yeah, see, he'll put everybody else in there.
Well,
He
you
don't
know,
want
you're
me
the
in.
boss around there. You can do what you want to.
Heath,
You-
Heath, are you excited about us coming down here in about a
I am
little less
just-
than a month?
Hey man, I am stoked. I'm
I am
telling you,
too.
this is going to be so much fun.
Are you going to have any
It
people
is-
there?
It is. It's just, we're going to have a. There's going to be at least 10 people here, I'm sure.
Oh, you know, I just
It'll be a big doings.
a big
It'll be a
doings.
big doing.
That's about all there is in Fort Payne. 10 people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Heath.
I'm going to tell everybody the Michael Jackson reviews back in town.
Chris said that there was a Bigfoot sighting here in Virginia.
That's all
Oh, I
right.
don't doubt it.
Yep. I sent him a message back saying, "Yeah, that was my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
She just got loose."
It's a shaved Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
There's a shaved
Oh,
Bigfoot,
wow.
Ricky's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I
good
told her
grief.
she had to get out of
Oh,
here.
mercy.
I told her my
Mercy.
clippers
Well,
got.
have y'all had a great weekend? Is everybody doing good? I hadn't talked to y'all in a week.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been just. There was a possum I saw run over in the road this morning. I thought, man, I feel about it like he does this morning.
Yeah,
Monday morning.
Yeah, you know, out there, you've driven out through Texas and all that, don't you? Haven't you, Heath?
Oh yeah.
You ever see all those armadillos out there on the
I
side of the
have.
road? We call that
I have.
possum on the half shell.
That's it. That's it. Possum on the half shell. You know, we're starting to have those. Years ago, when I was a kid, as we would go through, as we would go to Florida for vacation or something. Once you got down below Montgomery, Dothan area, you started seeing those things like crazy. Well,
Yeah.
now they're migrating north. They're all over this place. Well, some nut went out the other night in his yard and shot one of them with a pistol. And I don't know what he shot him with, but it ricocheted and come back and hit him and like they killed him. So remember,
Dear insurance
if you're going
company.
to shoot a possum on the half shell, you need to be shooting heavy armament.
Dear Blue Cross. Let me first
Yeah,
start
can you
by
imagine trying to write that up?
yeah, dear Blue Cross. Let me first start by saying this is the truth. And not a joke. I shot an armadillo and it shot me back.
Oh yeah.
And his gun
And he
was
shot
bigger
me.
than mine.
Are their shells that hard? I didn't think the shells were that hard.
I
on
didn't
them, but
think they were either, but apparently so.
yeah, that
I mean-
sounds like one of those where somebody said, I shot myself while I was cleaning my gun. No, you didn't,
yeah.
idiot. You shot your gun before you shot yourself before you cleaned your gun or after you cleaned your gun and reloaded it. But you can't shoot yourself cleaning a gun.
I know it.
First thing you got to do is take it apart. How you shoot yourself cleaning a gun? That's the first thing you got to do.
Crystal said only in Alabama.
You know, some folks around here cleaning a gun is getting a paper towel and rubbing on it a little bit. So
Yeah, put some 3-in-1 oil on it.
yeah,
Spray WD-40,
WD-40,
stock and all.
That's right.
Make it
is
so
right.
slick. Make it so slick when you pick it up, you can't hold it.
Y'all are not right.
Hang around Mark long enough, he rubs off. Believe me.
Mike this morning.
Man, I gotta do a station. I gotta do a station ID. Hold on.
Do a
You're
station
listening
ID.
to Smallest Gifts Broadcasting Network.
Good Lord, I could have done that myself. You're listening to the
It
smallest
was you.
gift. I know. That's what I'm saying. I hit station ID and it's me. Good God. Hey, are you? Who we got there in the background?
I got Mike Frazier in the background.
Big
this
howdy
morning.
to Mike Frazier.
Big howdy to Mike Frazier this morning from all the gang at the SGBN network.
Mike
He's out
Frazier, could you
peddling
hear us when
Wildcat
you're in the
cards.
bathroom? Because we could hear
I told
you.
him he's going to have to put it. Now he's part of the show. He's got to put the app on his phone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can hear him.
You too, bud.
That's
Did
a
he come by
shame.
to eat or just socialize?
Well, he came by to
Pay off
throw
his
a Wildcat
gambling debt?
card. Pay off his gambling debt. He's peddling for the school today. You know,
Oh,
the
okay.
schools as soon as school starts back, they start raising money. They do something all
Yeah.
the time. I don't.
That's a
Never
good,
got enough money.
that's
so.
a good excuse. Hey, we probably better play some music since this is supposed to be a radio program. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with the important stuff like foolishness. After we
Play
play
a
this.
song. Hurry up and play a song. Get that over with.
What do you
so
wanna
we
hear?
get back to
Yeah.
some fun.
What do you want to hear? You want to hear Valerie this morning? You want to hear Ree Sanchez?
Yeah.
Let's
of
play Ree
course I do.
Sanchez with Fly Like an Eagle. Here she goes.
Awesome.
Time keeps on slipping into the future. slipping into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle to receive. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle, turning free. Fly right into the future. Feed the babies who don't get enough to eat. Gonna shoot the children, no shoes on their feet. And how's the people who are living in the street? I think there's a solution. I wanna fly like an eagle to receive. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly right into the future. Time slips into the future. Time slips into the future. Time keeps slipping into the future. Tell me how the world got so jacked up. People even shooting up the score. Everybody hating and killing each other. Ain't worried about the golden rule. See all the people living, dying in the street. Makes me wanna sit and cry. Praying to the Lord that'll let me have the power to change the way to live and let them fly to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly right into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly right into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future.
We have to, they go to other
Of course,
counties
that's
and
a
places.
that's a rendition of the old Steve Miller Band song, "Fly Like an Eagle," that we cut about a year ago. It's on
He's-
her album Streets.
He was
And,
from here, wasn't
I don't think so.
Man, who played bass on that?
That's Jimmy Carter.
Man, that boy was walking the
I'm telling
dog
you.
on that
he?
boy.
I think he was from here.
That
Steve
boy
Miller
wasn't
Band.
joking.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Man, that bass line, I love
That's the
it.
same one that did the Joker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was from here.
Mm.
I'll look him up.
I wish you would. So you and Cindy were having a conversation that
We were having a very deep
Yes, we
conversation.
we interrupted with.
You totally interrupted our
Yeah,
conversation.
we-
Oh,
we
you guys
interrupted
go
the
ahead.
thing.
You notice how we're trained, though. We got real quiet when you came back home.
I know. Y'all just went.
Okay, we're
click
sorry.
And turned it off.
Click. Well, that means we were either talking about y'all or talking about something dirty.
Well, we were talking about if school has started back. Has school started back in Virginia, at Virginia Beach?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not until the day after Labor Day.
Really?
See, that's what we were just
That's
talking
what
about.
we were talking. Exactly what we were
Yeah,
talking about.
exactly what we were talking about. School starts back here. Started back here last week in the city. The county schools go back today, and our director of tourism for the county had an article in the paper last week about how many millions of dollars in revenue it costs the county due to the kids going back to school. It just kills tourism
Yeah.
in our area, when school starts back. And if it went, if we went and started that until after Labor Day like we used to, there would be a lot more revenue in the county, but we can't get them to go along with it for some reason.
I thought y'all only had tourism down there for that 1 week in June.
That's what I was thinking too.
no.
I'm thinking like I don't know. There's a toll booth sitting up there on, you know.
Because he looked at me like, what
get
is
a
he talking about?
Get a ticket booth to get into Fort Payne, Alabama.
He looked at me like he was saying a foreign language or something.
Tourism.
Oh,
Tourism.
you'll see.
I'm telling you what, the nightcrawler business is rocking during tourism.
Oh.
Boat gas, man. You can make big money in Alabama in Fort Payne with boat gas. You got a boat gas deal.
I can't wait to see this place. I'm telling you, I just cannot wait to see it.
I can't wait to see you in Fort Payne, Alabama. That's what I can't wait to see.
I can't wait to see the Fort Payne people see you. Fort Payne.
Wait a minute. Y'all got to give me. Wait a minute.
Let's get Rick. Hey, let's get Ricky lined up with a pair of bibbed overalls and an NRA hat. Let's get him an NRA hat and some bibbed
He can borrow
overalls.
mine.
Wait
He
a
can borrow
minute.
mine.
We'll let him roll. We'll let him roll into town we'll rent a pickup, put a big old.
You a big boy. I be done disappeared in yours. You a big boy.
Yeah, Ricky could move his whole family in there.
My daughter, my grandkids, everybody.
Only one I know they ever let down there was Charlie Pride, and that's because he was playing the June Jam.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Only Democrat, by the way.
Would I be like a foreigner in Fort Payne?
Buddy, you from Michigan. It don't matter what color you are. You go to Fort Payne, you from Detroit. It don't matter. It don't matter what color you are. You out of place. Ricky, go down there and say, "What is a grit?"
Oh, I know what grits are.
What
now.
you do now?
Yeah, I know what grits are. I grew up on them.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you?
we grew up on grits.
I was gonna say,
believe me.
you ask a waitress down here what a grit is, and the first thing she does is slaps you real hard, and then looks at you funny like, "Did you just really ask me that?"
Yeah,
I know what grits are. Phew, that got me out of that one.
I remember this old boy named Jimmy Salvador. I was in a service with. You remember Jimmy Salvador? I said one morning I said, "Man, I'd like to have some biscuits and gravy for breakfast." He said, "What? Biscuits and gravy?" Well, to him, gravy was Italian meat sauce. You know? That's gravy. He was from New York.
Spaghetti
They
sauce,
call that the
yeah.
gravy, the spaghetti sauce. He thought I was wanting biscuits and spaghetti sauce for breakfast. Biscuits and gravy.
Wow, it's a good thing I spent some time in Texas, boy. I'd be completely out of the know, wouldn't I?
Cindy, you still there?
I'm here.
You
I'm
just sitting there listening?
I'm just listening.
It's crazy, ain't
I
it?
told last week about asking Cindy to get me some horseradish and she to put in a drink, to put in tomato juice. And she brought back this cream of horseradish in a squeeze bottle. Bless her heart.
I threw that away when I knew.
Huh?
I threw that away when I knew.
You know, she's spinning that twister dial of who's going in timeout next.
It was horseradish sauce is what I had bought. It was horseradish sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what that is? It's like Miracle Whip with a couple tablespoons of horseradish in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know that time I sent Debbie to the store in Nashville to get some chili for the hot dogs? She come back with that red bottle of chili sauce. You remember that?
Yeah.
I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "You said, what in chili sauce?" I said, "No, for the hot dog." She said, "Well, what is that?"
What is that?
All right, let me ask you this, Heath. What is the proper hillbilly pronunciation of Vienna sausage?
Don't make me do that.
Come on, I'll do it too. I'll be right with you. I'll second the motion. What is it?
It's a Wiener.
Wiener sausages. Wiener sausages. Look, they're the best fishing thing there is.
What'd you say about Wiener?
Oh, it's awesome. I got a boatload of them.
Look,
What I don't eat to fish with.
They're the best thing there is to fish with. We can go fishing because you can eat with them, you can fish
That's
with
right.
them.
That's right.
Wiener,
And if you
huh?
let them set out long enough, you can use them as a weapon.
That's right.
Ricky,
You can eat them. You can fish
What'd you
with them.
say
And feed
about
the dogs.
Wiener?
You can do
We call them Wiener sausages.
Wieners.
I've been out of that pier fishing with Mark, but he's used lettuce.
Let me ask you a question. This is a serious question
All
about
right.
Vainers. Why in the world have you seen the cans that they put a recipe on the back of? Really?
Yes.
Have you ever seen anybody eat one of them things anyway other than just straight out of the can?
No.
I don't know, but I mean, it seems like
no.
it just seems like it's kind of defeating the purpose, you know. But I think
yeah,
what's
a
funny
recipe.
is like my loved ones and family in the Philippines, you know, they'll eat fish heads and stuff like that and tails, and I do
Oh,
too
yeah.
now. I do too now. I get used to it. You eat the eyes and all that, and you think, oh God, who wants to eat that mess? But we just take one of those Vainers and throw it right in your mouth, and that came off of a shovel that was on the floor that was everything that wasn't meat. It was everything that wasn't
I
meat.
don't know if I'm taking that trip to
And
the
I don't want to be
Philippines.
too descriptive, but all the gear.
Here's the way Dad used to put it. You remember Dad used to be in the sausage business.
Yeah.
If you remember that.
I
And
do.
he said, I asked him, I said, what do you put all in that, Dad? And he said, well, son, we use everything but the rooter and the tooter.
Everything from the rooter to the tooter.
Yep, everything from the rooter to the tooter.
Yeah, when they say
Wow.
when they say whole hog sausage, that means they just run that joker straight into
That's
the
it.
wood
They just run
chipper. They just
it.
run him into a big wood chipper. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. Hit him up. Move him out.
This is going to be an adventure, boy, I can tell you.
What's
I'm
in
gonna
it?
break in and make a comment. Well,
Okay.
when you're eating, sausage, what do you think they're putting all that stuff in? What do you think the sausage or the skin of that sausage is?
What is it?
Condom.
It's
What is it?
all right.
No,
Okay.
If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you.
It's guts.
It's intestine.
It's an
It's
intestine.
intestines, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is until they started making that new stuff that it's just gelatin that comes out. But Frank, you need to stop it because she didn't hear you and you're lucky.
I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna put him in. You're in timeout.
It's 48 minutes.
I got your back, Cindy.
It's 48 minutes after the hour, which makes it consequently 12 minutes till the top of the hour.
Frank is in timeout.
Just part of the deal there.
Thank
Now
you,
it's
Ricky.
49. Wherever
You're
you
very
are.
welcome.
On the east coast of the United States of America, it is 10 minutes to 10, and we're about 10 minutes from wrapping up. And Heath and Ricky got in here and just brought this thing alive.
Well,
this
you were
morning.
20 minutes late, so how are you getting out early?
That's our job.
Wait
ain't it,
until
Heath?
we get together.
Oh
in person.
man, we really gonna roll.
Buddy, we're going to be like Ebony and Ivory. That's what that's the song we're going to do down here together.
I only get to do a 15-minute
And we gotta go
show.
live so we can sit there and rock together.
That's it.
I only get to do a
That's it.
15-minute show.
Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
but we gotta get us.
Galloway.
We gotta get us a big
Callaway.
picture of Bigfoot and put it in the back. That's got to be our backdrop.
There you go.
There
Big
we
pic-
go.
uh-huh.
Brought to
Jeremy,
you by-
we've been playing your music all morning. Sorry you missed it.
This program is brought to you by Bigfoot
Oh, my goodness. There's
Incorporated.
Betsy Pennington. You talk about
Uh-oh.
somebody's a blast from my past. Betsy used to change my diapers. She was my babysitter.
Wow.
And she's not still in therapy?
Well, fortunately, we were. I was just a kid when they moved away. When we moved away, but there's Betsy Pennington.
He said she's still in therapy.
Oh, I thought you meant like you've been changing them recently.
No. No, I go down to Cliff's day and night garage to get that done. They put me up on the lift.
Put you up on the lift, change your oil, check it.
Yeah, they put me up on the lift and changed my oil and my diaper.
And check his underwear.
Yeah,
And rotate your tires.
I don't need nothing rotated. I got to tell you that. Just leave everything where it is. Don't,
Nature's taking care of that.
Yeah.
For him.
don't
Nature's
move
doing that.
nothing from where it's supposed to be.
Here, Cindy.
What? Nature's taking care of that just fine. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Frank over here, he's been more cut up. He's been cut on more than the ham on New Year's. His foot looks like one of those spiral hams you get at Christmas time.
Oh my God, that was a good one, there, boy.
Yeah, he was walking in. He was
I like
walking in
that.
Walmart the other day, and a kid came up and said, "I like your doggy." It was his foot.
Oh man.
Boy, feels good for the hat, but not be wearing that hat today. Frank, you wearing that hat today, buddy.
That's all right.
And they took that hat off of me. Keith.
Hopefully we'll
They
see you
took it
tomorrow.
off.
Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Me too. Me too.
Oh gosh.
Who gets the last laugh?
Yeah, you see, I'm trying to get them in, don't you?
Trying our best.
Oh,
Just
gee.
trying our best to stay alive. Here's Marty Raven with a song called "You've Got to Move." That's a song for evictions.
Eviction. Get out of here! You gotta move.
You got to move. Brought to you by the Sumner County Sheriff's Department in Sumner County, Tennessee.
And two guys in a truck moving company.
Yeah.
To the
Oh,
very
my
last
God.
pew at the New Hope Church of God. He was frozen still as the glory fell, calling him to the front. As the choir sang about amazing grace, Billy knew they were right. And then the preacher gave out a powerful shout, said, "Sinner, give up the fight. You've got to move when the Lord says go. Pick up your cross and cast down your load. You can't stand still when God wants to deal with something in you. You got to move. You got to move. Now old Zacchaeus just couldn't believe it when Jesus came a-walking by. He had a front row seat, trying to get a peek from a sycamore way up high. When the Lord looked up and said, "Come down," Zacchaeus didn't hesitate. By that same salvation that came to his house is only a step away. You've got to move when the Lord says go. Pick up your cross and cast down your load. You can't stand still when God wants to deal with something in you. You've got to move. You've got to move when the Lord says go. Pick up your cross and lay down your load. You can't stand still when God wants to deal with something in you. Well, you got to move. You got to move. Yeah, you can't stand still when God wants to deal. Oh, you got to move.
Well,
Ron is at the cardiologist watching us.
Ron's at the.
Been
Buddy, you
documenting
better
all
turn
this
us
stuff.
off. Ron Hoban's at the cardiologist watching us. You better turn this mess off.
You gonna monkey around going
They're
to cardiac
back.
arrest.
They're interrupting us again,
Yeah,
Cindy.
he's
Okay.
gonna have an issue. Well, we're about to interrupt you and about to say good night, Irene.
Hey, but you know that I got thinking about that song "Move It." You know that could have been sponsored by X-Lax too, by the way.
That would have been a good sponsor.
Send that to Heath.
Uh-oh, see, they just put you in timeout again.
Well, I thought I'd get in trouble at least one time before we went off the air.
There you go.
Come on.
You, hey, a little dab will do you, you know.
That's it.
You know, X-Lax, honestly, X-Lax is the best cough suppressant that there is.
Oh, well, yeah, buddy. Yeah.
You just take
don't
your
want
double
cough,
dose and
Nick.
you ain't gonna cough.
You sure won't.
No.
Just
No,
take-
you better
just
not
take your
take it when
double
you've got a
dose.
cold. You better not take it when you got a cold,
Hey,
buddy. I'm here to
Julius.
tell you, you sneeze after you
Hey,
took
Julius.
that, and then you're
Oh,
like
man.
a Gatling gun.
Well, we're just about to say big howdy to y'all, so I'm gonna sign us on out. We're gonna get out of here for the day.
Would you say he's a Gatling gun?
A Gatling gun. Yeah.
He said you take X-Lax when you got a cold.
X-Lax keeps you running slick like Slick 50 and Duralube and stuff like that. Keeps your gears oiled good. Here we go. Hey, it's time for that old rooster. We're out of here.
Hey guys, have a great day.
Thanks for waking
You
up.
have a
Everybody be
great day,
good.
Sandy. We love you.
Great Monday. Love everybody.
All right, we love you, Heath.
Love
Keep
y'all.
on
Bye-bye.
Bigfooting.
You better believe it.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning.
You've got to kiss an angel good morning.
Oh, goodness
Let her
gracious.
know you think about her when you're gone. Good morning, America. How are you? Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello.
I gotta get out of here because I gotta take Sue and